wait a minute. Willkommen!
Bienvenue.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Live at 5.
Woo, this month's live at 5.
This month's
We're
Live at 5.
we're still used to doing them weekly.
I know. I like wrote that down too. I was like, this week. Yeah, this week's Live at 5. It's
You
it's
did,
been,
you
what,
did
3
write
years?
it on
Yeah.
the board.
I'm like, yeah. All right.
Happy 419 to everybody.
Yes, happy 419.
Yeah.
And
So
for those who
close.
celebrate
It's a day
tomorrow,
in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So happy April.
Happy
April
4 days after tax day.
Or if you have TurboTax, happy 1 day after tax day.
There you go. Procrastination.
Yeah, I just did. I actually just sent in all my tax forms because for some reason, if you have an amendment on your taxes, they force you to mail it in.
Oh,
like you can't do email.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you can't e-file. You have to mail or you have to print out all the different things. And I think it's just for state of California. But it's
yeah, it might
you have
be
to
a
print out
California
your
thing.
whole. You have to print out your 1099 and W2, and then you have to print out your actual tax forms and then fix those if they're wrong, which they were, and then send that in. So
Right.
yeah, so
They
that's
need
always
you to.
fun.
They need you to cut down a tree.
Yeah.
In order
Yeah.
to amend your.
Literally, I'm like,
You
slept
messed
on, like,
up, so you
23
took the
pages.
life of Jimmy the tree.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the sacrifice involved in the ritual
Yeah.
for,
Mhm.
And
for
then a new
amending
tr-
taxes.
Then a new tree is born.
Yeah.
And then then if you 5 years later you kill that tree
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you forgot something.
we have a farm of paper trees for the sacrifices necessary.
and we
No,
pin
no,
little
the
faces
IRS.
on them.
Yeah.
Just
but
to give them
they're all named
personality.
Jimmy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of new trees and new plant life and everything,
yeah.
it's spring right now.
Springin' is sprungin'.
Spring be sprungin'.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, bro.
So look out for allergies.
yes. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We talked a lot about allergies last year when it came around this time, and they still suck. But we're not going to focus on that this
No,
time.
no. You're good.
Yeah.
You heard all our opinions on allergies last year.
Don't think it won't come up again, but
Controversial opinion. They're bad.
they're terrible. We hate that. But
I've only
yeah.
sneezed about 100 times today.
You know?
I'm
sneezed.
doing
I was
okay.
there for 2 of those.
Yep, we were there. You know, I think Jack's like trained himself to not sneeze more than twice. So
Yeah, that's kinda
because
how it is.
Because every time, like, anyone else sneezes, you sneeze twice, and then if you sneeze anymore, Jack will just straight up shame you for sneezing. Actually.
Hold it in.
Yeah, just like, that was enough.
It's like, oh wow, you sneezed. Oh bless you. Stop it.
Is it bad that like that and yawning? Like I don't know why. It could be completely unrelated. And if I see like a really giant yawn, I'm like, you need to be ready to talk at all times. You can't be yawning that long.
Just sitting here like, huh. Yeah.
That-
did I have the floor?
Oh my god.
Did I?
You actually got a little bit of a rise out of me with that. That was good acting.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you're welcome.
That was good.
So,
And welcome to everybody out there who just yawned.
Yes.
my gosh,
Dude,
yeah.
I will say, a lot of my yawns are like 99% of the time. They're just long and ridiculous, and I have to scream to get out of them. Literally. yeah.
Unhand me, demon.
Literally. I'm like, you guys have been there before when I'm on stream, and I'm just like, ah! Yeah, that's me stopping my yawn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, like, yes.
Also,
And you're like, nothing. I was just.
yeah, I was just getting rid of the yawn. But I do want to prove that the hold open mouth thing works for yawning, because we talked about that a little bit ago, and Jack sat there on stream sitting with his mouth open. I felt so bad that he wasn't yawning, but it's a thing. It's a thing. If you hold your mouth open, you tense your jaw a little bit.
Oh, is it gonna? Oh, you straight up? You did just yawn. You forced yourself to yawn.
Start
No.
to yawn.
Did you tense your jaw?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you can see my relaxed jaw. Hence,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
it just doesn't happen.
Like, usually
You guys are weird.
if I'm not like tired though, it'll be like a half yawn. So it'll never like finish, but it's like on the edge of being a yawn, but it's really just like a, you know. Just a little-
It looked like
Crap.
just from the looks, it looked like you were like judging some piece of food or something. Ugh.
Gross.
So, and it is new re-beginnings, by the way. If you're reading the title and you're like, did they type it twice and forget to erase one? No.
No.
It is new re-beginnings.
Yes.
Not a mistake.
It's not a mistake. Yeah, it's not a typo or anything.
And it's specifically because of what we talked about in January, I believe.
January
Yeah.
was the new beginning.
Whee!
Resolutions and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then April is the new re-beginnings. It's where you go back and you're like, oh, I had a resolution this year. Where am I with that? Do I want to change my resolution?
Mhm.
Do I even like where I'm going with this first resolution? Like, am I where I wanted to be with this resolution? You know,
Mhm.
it's just a reevaluation of like what you're doing, and it's usually the month that I go back, especially because everyone's in like spring cleaning mode and everything. It's very much like it just kind of fits.
It's
you know?
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's time to go back.
I wonder if more people say it's time.
It's time.
It's time in April in
Marty,
particular.
we
It's
have to go
time,
back.
Bella. It's time.
And it's good that we're bringing this up. Like, it's good that you're bringing this up now, especially because I would have forgotten my resolution. My resolution from January was connect more with my family.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that being the kind of theme.
Yeah, checking in with your family.
Family, yeah.
Yeah, mine was definitely I think it was self-respect. Trying to respect myself in a way that I don't put myself in situations where it's terrible. And I have been doing that. I've been doing really well with that. And I think it's a good resolution.
That
I
is
think
a
I
good
can
one.
hold that for the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I think Jax was a private one that I didn't want to say
Yeah.
on stream, which is
fine.
valid.
So
Sorry, it's too personal.
No.
It does follow along the lines of the self-respect thing, though.
yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of that. I just,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to tell the entire world or everybody like exactly what it is that I need to work. I'm sorry. I'm working on trying to not grow hair anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm just,
Just like
Yeah, that's intense.
yeah, that is pretty intense.
Yeah,
it's
don't-
very and you can see it's very personal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
exactly. So, and if you
Yeah.
didn't make a resolution, that's all okay. Like, we discussed it in January as well, but it's like, it's not something for everybody, and it's not necessarily good to set those expectations for yourself.
Yeah.
I think it should be viewed just more lightly.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. I'm like, I never blame anyone who doesn't have a resolution. Half the time, I don't have a resolution. But like, I don't know. I just decided to go with one that's kind of self-based this year.
You know what is for everyone though? That's right. Hello and welcome to the UFN Live at 5 roll call, the segment of the UFN Live at 5 where I call out the names of everybody who's in chat, either as a viewer or as a moderator or as a... Well, actually, I don't call it the moderators anymore. We get plenty of attention. This is like our whole attention thing right here. But anyway, I see you in the viewers list. I'll call out your name, and if I know ya, I mean, I might say something special, but if I don't feel bad. I'm just not that creative when it comes to words. Actually, pretty creative when it comes to words. They're just not
True.
fast. But anyway, beginning with the top, we got the numbers and then the A's and then the B's because alphabetical order and stuff like that. So first we have 01 Ella. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. After that we have 0AX2. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. And we have Alice Hydra, always nice to see. I like that name. It's a fun one. It's kind of like Hydra, but also Alice. Thank you for welcome for joining us. Thank you for welcome and join. Yeah,
That was a good
Welcome
sense.
in,
You're good.
joining us.
I'll take that.
Next up, we have Alien Gathering. Thank you and welcome. And we also have Commander Root. Good to see you again. I love seeing
The
Commander
Root.
Right? Like it's Commander, which kind of reminds me of like Mass Effect, and then we have Root, which just reminds me of Linux and roots and like where things begin. It's a fun one.
That's a good yeah. I don't know why the way you said it with all that bass in your voice, it reminded me of
Bass.
Groot.
Yeah.
Commander Root.
Commander Root.
So trees.
After Commander Root, we have Diamond X Zero. Welcome back, Diamond X. That's just one of the fun names, just because it's Diamond and then X.
Yeah.
Everything with X in it is just.
Exactly.
I mean, I need some of y'all to get on changing your names and adding X's to them. That's what I'm saying.
I have an X
What are you waiting
in my in Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yes.
My username.
There you
Phoenix
go.
is just cool anyway. Just sounds nothing like how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
You're right.
Phoenix.
And after that, we get one I always get really excited about. We have Drapsnat. Welcome.
Drapsnat.
It's one of my favorite names just because it's fun to say. After that, we have Kata. Kata with 2 T's. K-A-T-T-A-H. Thank you and welcome for coming. Yep. And we have Maelstrom Havoc. Maelstrom, one of my favorite words. Thank
That's
you.
a good one.
And welcome. And we have Mariah Anderson, USA. Thank you for coming and welcome. And lastly but not least, we have Swigalicious222. Roll call.
I missed
Gotta join
it.
the X game. Yeah, everybody, we need X game going on. And thank you for joining us today, Swigalicious. It's just really fun to remember that swag was a thing that everyone was saying at one point.
Unironically.
Yeah! But yeah, that concludes today's UFN Live at 5 roll call. If I missed your name, I will very likely interrupt Sat at some point to shout your name out.
It's
For
true.
seemingly random intervals and apparently no prompting. So, thank you so much for joining us for the roll call.
Yes, thank you for joining the roll call today.
Appreciate you coming.
Yes, appreciate you coming in and offering your name for us to speak.
Yeah.
And for me to horribly fall behind in finger spelling. I didn't even get a lot of Mariah's name. I got Mariah and then I did USA. And that's what I got for that.
Maelstrom Havoc must have been a lot.
Maelstrom
to do.
Havoc was alright. If you saw my face, I was like, yeah.
So, all right. And we have a decent amount of stuff to.
And then what the heck? Why is Peach never on the viewer list? I think you gotta get here sooner, Peach.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so anyway, yeah, so
It's fun.
Pagerino,
There you go.
222. Thank you very much for joining us today and welcome.
111.
Welcome, Carter.
Welcome, Carter.
We want to make you feel welcome here.
So happy you came to join us today.
This is we're a little too
Yeah, I
close
was
for
like,
the
why
mic
are
for
we
this.
doing this so intensely?
We had to make it special.
Yeah, I know it's all my fault. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just leave.
Or excuse me,
I
I
usually step off to do audio anyway.
also not only did you mess up and say 222, but it's actually I messed up too. It's 11D1. My bad.
Oh.
Oh my bad. Yeah.
Welcome, Carter ASMR stream. Yes. Welcome, Carter. We're gonna do some nice little noises for you today.
I wish that worked, but it doesn't. Okay.
There we go. Had to get it all over the front.
Oh man. If you guys want us to do it like an actual ASMR segment, let me know. I mean, I could get some like stereophonic mics.
We get the little microphone
Yeah,
with the two
yeah.
ears.
So the 3D, dude, those are so expensive. I looked into
Really?
them at one point, like back in the, well, they might be less expensive now, but like back when like ASMR was like fatting, like
Oh yeah.
3DOs, I was like, yeah, well, how much is one of those? I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $800.
Oh man,
Mm.
dude.
I'm like, it's 2 microphones that are probably worth like 70 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh. Can't even.
You could rig that up. You got it. You could do it with a much cheaper.
Dude, yeah, literally, I could just
Mhm.
like shotgun orient 2 SM57s, bada bing.
Bada
Bada
bing in like
bing.
an X formation.
Mm-hmm.
It would
Yeah.
look cool as heck.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing,
Yeah.
bada boom.
Yeah. Also, you'd be like super, super unique for having like that kind of look and everything, and people would just be like, "Wow, that's super cool," and you're like, "Yeah, it's cheap."
And then you're like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
we won't do it. We won't do it.
Please
I don't think
don't
Kaz-
do ASMR. It may make me wildly uncomfortable. Oh yeah.
Oh yep. No, I honestly, I'm the same.
Getting a cat.
Why?
Come get your ASMR. No, I personally, I'm the same way. I don't like ASMR. It makes me uncomfortable. I also don't like, I think it stems from me not liking whispering. I don't like hearing what's going on in people's mouths. I
Oh,
don't want
yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
I
That's-
can imagine.
That's the thing.
Like, yeah.
It's
I-
mildly uncomfortable for me. I can imagine that being a lot worse.
It's extremely uncomfortable for me. So far to the fact that I have said that I have misophonia. So like, yeah, like when people are chewing noises, like if I'm sitting next to you and you're like smacking your food and like mouth open, I have a problem with that. It like pisses me off. But I mean,
I'm sorry for every
Say
time
Lonnie.
we go out to chicken wings.
oh hey man, chicken wings are a different story though. I understand. I'll just block my ears out.
Everybody's doing it. And
Yeah.
It's all. It's like, oh, is that me or is that someone else? I don't care. I'm eating a chicken.
I'm like
wing.
so focused on the chicken wing, it's not even a big deal.
I will say the only time I find it is actually fun to listen to is when it's a cat eating wet food.
Mm.
I actually love this sound because Tally, my cat, she'll be like, I'll be in the other room and then I'll just start hearing.
Yeah.
Like just this really like just really quiet from out away, and it's just so cute. I like my cat too much. I think
Valid,
that's-
but can't relate.
Can't
No,
relate.
no, but I do find a comfort in my cats eating wet food though, because when we first moved here, they wouldn't eat their wet food. It's like their favorite meal of the day, and they were both like just so bugged out that we were in a different place, and so I find comfort in seeing them eat their food.
Yeah.
But
It's not like I like the sound. It's more so just like it doesn't annoy me as much as the others, and it's actually nice because I have I have that kind of association with like, oh,
like,
she's,
aw.
she's fed, she's healthy.
You feel comfortable. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the difference between, hearing birds in the morning and hearing, like a kookaburra. Like if I had a kookaburra like cackling outside my window, I'd probably like it a lot less
Yeah.
than even the screaming blue jays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people
Yeah.
that like never don't live near deer like deer when they see it, but then people that live with deer like in their yard every day, they're just rats with hooves. like they're
The deer in the
just
back.
moving on the lawn and like
screaming and
making
pooping everywhere.
noises.
Yeah, like,
I think that is the noise a deer makes. Some
yeah.
terrible.
I think they also scream sometimes.
They do.
Yeah, they
like
do
the
that.
goats,
Yeah.
bro. I was working at a. I was working at a VR. That was pretty good. I was working at a VR place, and I swear we had this really echoey like warehouse ceiling, and so reverb would happen when people screamed. This dude screamed just like the goat, just like I swear. And I pointed it out to my coworkers, and he couldn't function for about a minute because he was laughing so hard at how accurately this dude replicated the goat scream while he was playing the zombie game.
Goat screams are so fun.
Hmm
I love goats.
Yeah, goats are nice.
That ruined Taylor Swift music for me.
The goat.
Going lying on the cold hard ground. Ow! Trouble. But oh, I love it. But anyway, so how are we doing with our New Year's resolutions? Those in chat that have
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions, what did you start? How have you decided not to? How have you moved with it? How are your feet today?
Are they
I-
achy?
I
they
don't want to know how
achy?
your feet are doing.
Yeah, don't tell Jack, but tell us.
Yeah. Jack, just cover your ears and go in the other room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But no, like, has it changed? Yeah, like, has
Yeah.
it changed? And also, for those of you that didn't do a resolution, what's something new that you've kind of done recently? It doesn't even have to be a recurring thing that you're trying to do.
Yeah, like
What's,
what's something that's interesting you? Yeah.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Because now's a good time to reevaluate the
Give me
resolution.
ideas for stuff to do.
Yeah.
Bored. I'm just kidding.
No, I
Exactly.
feel
Pick a
that.
new hobby.
I'm bored.
I started 2 new D&D campaigns. Well, no, I started 1 new D&D campaign, and the other one we switched games. Like another person is DMing now. Like now the DM gets to play.
Oh, that's nice.
It's so fun.
Dude, I feel so bad for forever DMs.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, I really like every time I see, a post or something and they're like, oh, when the DM does this, and they're like, yeah, I'm a forever DM now. I'm like, please let me DM you. Like, I would love to do that. I also like coach me a little bit because I know you're an awesome DM because since you're the forever DM, I know you're great.
Yes. If you ever, I mean, I think that's one thing is like, if you ever meet another DM in the wild, be their friend.
Yes.
As fast as you can, be
Oh,
their
yeah.
friend.
Oh, yeah.
So you got a buddy to tag out with.
Exactly.
But yeah, for people who don't want to become a forever DM though, I highly suggest if you are building a campaign to make small mistakes and to not be excellent at your game. That way,
So what you're saying
You're
is,
too good.
if
Yeah.
you're a DM and you don't want to be a DM anymore, just start just being terrible and ruining everyone else's game.
no, okay, so no, you do like a decent game, but you miss out on like one of the really important things. So like you run a really good like schedule wise, like it's really well done and all the mobs are really good.
I run a
but
tight
your
ship.
yeah, but your NPCs and your character involvement sucks. It's terrible. Like, so they'll be like, yeah, I wanted a little bit more like role playing with that, or like just a little bit more or something, and they'll be like, oh, okay, for sure. And then you do the opposite. Yeah.
And then you switch it.
and
Yeah.
then you keep switching it back and forth, and people are like, "Oh, more combat," and you're like, "Well, I did combat the first time." And they're like, "Yeah, but combat and character development," and then you do like a little bit less on both fronts, and they're like, "Let's just switch DMs."
You're like,
Constantly
oh, yeah.
overcorrecting.
Okay, we're gonna head north. Okay, would you roll for strength? I want to see how many steps you can take.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
super hyper specific.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
let's see. Looks like Swiggalicious says got an accordion.
Ooh,
Whoa. That's cool.
fun.
How big is it? Like I've always
accordion player?
wondered how big an accordion is. Like I'm sure there's small accordions and big ones, but
There are ones
Last-
that are like the one that I've seen has been like this big when it's like
Jeez.
slightly it's like about this tall.
mhm.
And when it's closed it's like here, but when it's slightly open it's like here.
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
about the size of the accordions I'm familiar
Wow.
with.
How strong am I?
I only recently learned what all the buttons on an accordion do, and I
Oh.
think they're really cool.
I have no idea.
So
Does
it's
that
like,
explain
so you have the keyboard on the one side,
Yeah.
right, and the other side has a bunch of buttons, and they're all chords. So like depending on, so like the whole line of buttons on like the far end is all like different notes, and the every note will be a full major chord.
Whoa.
Right above that you have minors, and above that you have like, I don't think it's diminished right above that, but it's like a minor with like a lowered seventh or something. Or
Uh-huh.
That would be. But but like you have a bunch of different chords as you go up, and like they all interact with each other. So and there's like
That's
a bunch
metal.
of different permutations of each different chord. I don't remember the exact layout, so I can't tell you exactly, but that's what they are. They're chords.
Nice. Yeah, we had a teacher a while ago back in the day in high school who would just like go and sit out in like the kind of like, we had two sort of quads. One was like a quad that was like halfway full and it was just cement and it led to the parking lot, and then we had a real quad. But he would sit in that half quad and he would just like, because that's where his class was, and he would just like play Pirates of the Caribbean on his accordion.
That's dope.
Yeah, for the whole school. It was really cool. I mean, yeah,
That's the
that
guy
was
I
a
want
fun
to be friends
cool.
with.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a cool dude. But yeah, no.
Paige, if you're willing to share the little 30-day goal, that would be great.
Yes,
love
Paige
to
is
hear it.
working on a little goal thing
Yeah.
for 30 days.
No, they're building a little goal.
Oh, okay.
A little.
Oh,
For 30 days. It's
Oh.
taking your time with it. I really I like that.
I can imagine
Yeah.
all the strands, because if you're
Yeah.
building it like a model, the strands, like the netting
gonna
of
say
the
you're like
goal,
weaving it. Yeah.
has to be really.
Some time. I mean, if you weave the threads yourself too. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get some silk. And
Oh
you
my
stitch
gosh.
And
it
we know
together.
they're doing
Spindle
that.
it. I was just watching this thing about lotus silk. They have to break the plant and then
I was
like.
watching that too.
You saw
Yes!
it? If you've seen the lotus silk video, comment.
The
All right.
shorts, the shorts are invading all of us. With the
Like it
same
breaks,
They break it up
spread it
into
out,
strings.
and then like she
rolling,
like rolls
and then
it like
it's all like
bread.
noodles and the corn. Yeah.
Jeez, and then, yeah, it looks like it looks like taffy, like really
Yeah.
thin taffy when it's in
Yeah.
a bowl.
It's okay.
So
I
funny.
Yeah.
That's so
understood,
funny.
respected.
I know you said that, and I was like, "Oh, I know what that is." And Jack was like, "I know what that is." That was just so funny, dude. Yeah,
Maelstrom
who else has seen
Havoc
the Lotus?
Had a really good like kind of self-respect and self-love one. That was good.
Yeah, and I think, yeah. Maelstrom Havoc says, from the chat, it said, "I'm focusing on taking better care of myself and not reminisce on the past and live in the present."
Yeah.
That is a fantastic goal,
I
bro.
love that.
Being
that-
present is
yeah.
big.
That was my goal a little bit ago, but something happened, pandemic, and it kind of destroyed that whole thing. So yeah, so I think that kind of goes with my self-respect thing that I'm going for, though, is like just diving into the new and like staying here, not worrying about back then, because it's just a downer sometimes, man. Like, everybody makes mistakes, and you always focus on the negative. No one's ever like looking back on their past like all the time and going, "Wow, that was a really positive thing I did back then." Like, nah, we were dumb.
Yeah.
It's
But
for some reason it's just really hard to grasp that until you have something that you're regretting or feeling bad about. It's like people are like, "Oh, you're gonna make mistakes in your life, and you just gotta forgive yourself, and it's gonna be okay." From like an adult, and then like you do a bunch of crap when you're like a youngin', and then you grow up a bit, and you're like, "Oh, I don't like who I was then," and then you just don't forgive yourself, and it's like, "Oh, is that what they were talking about?"
Right.
Right.
And honestly, especially when it's something you've done when you were younger,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, you're you're as different from the person you were when you were 10 or 16 even usually. By the time you're like I'm 23,
Mm-hmm.
you're a different person. Literally all of your atoms have replaced themselves in 7 years.
Yeah.
All of your atoms have completely, and you've changed enough where you have more in common with like at least 100,000 people on Earth than the person you were back then.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's I think that when I'm 28 will be my next new me.
New you.
Yeah, cuz
Reinvent yourself every 7 years.
right? Yeah, no, I thought I
I'm
saw
actually
that
an
too.
Italian painter in this era.
Oh, please. I'm like, I lived in the Renaissance.
The Renaissance?
The Renaissance.
The Renaissance?
Yeah.
The Renaissance. Ha ha ha. I like the little shortening. It's basically no fun for 30 days.
Yeah.
Got that.
Which is all good. And again, you don't have to share it. So thank you. I mean, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for spending time with us.
Yeah.
18
yeah,
in
Pete
8
said-
days. Don't get too excited.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, have fun. Yeah, turning 18 is great, and good luck on your 30 day. I understand if you don't
Yeah.
want to share that. And that is totally, honestly, awesome. Like, great. Like, because resolutions are for everyone to know.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I really, yeah. I think
And there's
it's
some
really-
things that are best with a time limit on it.
Yeah.
Like that's how I knew. Like for me, there was I had a diet kind of weight loss kind of thing, and I'm sure it's not like exactly the same, but I knew it was temporary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is temporary.
It's temporary. It all is, huh?
Yeah, and so and that is the best case scenario because I know that I just naturally it would overload me. It was taking more of my capacity to think that hard about what I was eating.
Yeah.
So, but it was good that I did it because it did help that I did it. But got to pace myself.
Yeah,
So-
no, honestly, sometimes it's just it needs a schedule, and that works really, especially with like different people work better on a schedule. I'm kind of in the middle there. Like sometimes, like yeah, schedule really helps, but other times I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just fly by the seat of my pants, like you know, and it just works like better in some cases rather than others. Like yeah. I feel like if I have like a busy like a work week where it's like I know what I'm expected to do like every day and like what I'm going through the motions, it's like it's an easy thing like with my day job with Mixed Arby's. I work better with that as a schedule. But like for other things I'm like I'd like a deadline, but if it's too structured, I'll get burnt out. Like, you know.
Yeah, because then you feel like you really have to like apply yourself on every, and some circuits in your brain tend to just work by like in spurts, and so forcing it is a really quick way to burn out.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, striking the balance between like freedom of schedule and effective deadlines and timing is not as easy as it might sound.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Like when writing music, especially too, I'm like, yeah, I would like a time when it needs to be finished, but like during the process, I'm like, I'm not gonna go like,
It's gonna
oh,
take as long as it takes.
It needs to
Right.
be elastic.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm like, I'm not gonna work on the verse for 30 minutes and then the chorus for an hour. I'm gonna probably work on the verse for a little bit longer than the chorus because it's like the chorus repeats and everything. And you can kind of like
Like a day job. You just have.
Yeah.
I spend an hour and 10 minutes on this chorus specifically.
no longer.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. In fact, do you guys want to play a song?
Oh yeah, those things we write.
Let's
They're
do
right
one of
here.
those.
Yeah.
Right here.
They're right here. The music's right in this baby.
Right here.
I got it right here in my
Oh
pocket.
my gosh. Also,
This baby could fit like exactly 2 songs in it. Like,
Which ones?
yeah.
Levon Polka takes up one spot at all times.
Well, obviously. Come on.
So right.
Also, chat. I have never even heard of Gaga Ball.
Me neither.
What?
Yeah.
No idea.
Gaga Ball,
Gaga ball.
like Foursquare.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a D's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I know. I got scared when that message popped up. I
You're
was
not
like, oh no,
tricking
it's
me.
gonna be Gaga D balls.
Okay, so you used to think it was made up too.
Okay. All right, well, we'll talk about that after this song.
Like, do go on
is a
and try
game.
to explain
Yeah.
whatever you want to explain about that Gaga ball.
It's a game with a
Well,
ball.
While we talk about not knowing what Gaga ball is.
Yes.
I think we're
Exactly.
missing out.
We do keep missing out on Gaga ball.
We're missing out on Gaga ball.
In the summer, we had 1,000 little things that kept us blind and ignorant of all the tiny little stings. And in the winter, those stings came out due to the cold, and love was getting old. You never told me how you really felt. We keep missing out on the good, and we keep blocking out every good. But you didn't want any of that. Good, what is Oh, the springtime, when the skies were never gray, but we were full of colored words and pretty places, kept the dark at bay. All our hearts, they fell apart like leaves from branches in a strong wind. The same wind that seems to tear us apart. We keep missing out on the good, and we keep blocking out every good thing. But you didn't want any of that. Good, what is good? Well, I know you're trying to help and maybe see the light. And you know I would give anything to make us be alright. Also, thank you for the posture check. Did I say pose check? Keep missing out on the good. You keep blocking out every good thing, 'cause you didn't want any of that. And good, what is good? I keep missing out on the good, and you keep blocking out every good thing, 'cause you didn't want any of that. Good, what is good?
Yeah, that's how we feel about not knowing what Gaga ball is.
Yeah.
What is good? What is good?
So Gaga Ball is a good thing, is what
Yeah.
we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's read what Gaga Ball is. Also, thank you for the Play Me a Song. Play the Gaga Ball song. It's the best game. And a pit ring. Okay, so octagonal pit where you smack the ball and try to hit people knee and below with the ball.
Literally the octagon.
Yeah. And then you can only hit it once until it hits another person or a wall. I had to look up Gaga Ball because I too have never heard of it. Very interesting. Okay, valid. Maelstrom. But then
Octagonal pit.
octagonal pit. You can only hit. You have to hit people and the knee and below. So the knee
Okay.
below. So
Whoa.
only the
Hit people in
shins.
knee and below.
It's a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then you can only hit it once until it hits another person or a wall.
Ah.
And
Mm.
then
A wall, but
So
you
it's like
can hit the floor.
three-dimensional wall
Yeah.
ball.
so you can hit the floor, but you can't hit it again if it hits the floor. So it has to hit the person or the wall. And then, but you try to be the last person standing because once you get hit below the knee or hit the ball out of the pit, you are out of the game and have to wait until the next round.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
Played at National Scout Jamborees across the country
That takes a lot of probably quad strength.
from
My gosh.
Israel
Yeah.
in the 1970s. I should know about this. I'm a Jew.
Oh no.
I'm not. I wouldn't know.
Nah,
But that's
yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's interesting though. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. I
Is
mean-
Gaga Ball an East Coast thing? I have no idea.
Yeah, no. I've heard of
Well, being from Israel, maybe.
no, it
Uh,
said they said nah. It's played in the National Scout Jamborees.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's-
cool.
That's
I
what
wish
it
I was a
said.
scout.
Yeah,
To some degree, I wish I grew up in that, but
I kind of wanted to be a Girl Scout for a sec, but it was really just that I wanted to eat the cookies, and I also I thought it was like the same as like Boy Scouts, cause like with Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts are different though. Like you don't learn whittling with Girl Scouts. I wanted
that's
to whittle.
dumb. Whittling is dope.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
pretty
I
cool.
wanted to whittle. Like I should be able to whittle. I'm sorry. Oh man.
For me, I wanted to get into it for the camping.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I don't think, first of all, I ever lived any one place long enough to really become part of a troop.
Mhm.
Right.
But then also, I think I probably also would have gotten injured a lot.
Valid.
Mm.
Also
Oh, that
valid.
would suck too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have picked up music as much as you have. Yeah, or later, you know.
I forgot who I heard it from, but I think one of my friends was a scout and they got like dropped in to or something like they got like put on the water as a start. I think it was like they did something with like the military was like doing an event with the scouts, and so they put them into kind of like the wilderness. They had two teams, and the first team like blew the other team out of the water completely. Like the other team couldn't get like a fire started and like was having trouble rowing to
Okay,
shore.
so is it one of those survivalism things where it's
Yeah.
like they just drop them in the middle of somewhere and then they have to find their way back to a location?
And there was like
Yeah.
I think one of the military guys or one of the special guys, the adults, was leading each group. So
Okay.
they
Oh,
had
okay.
they had a guy there at all times.
So one team of kids was just a lot less helpful.
Yeah, right.
Totally, they were totally not up to snuff.
Yeah.
So, but my friend was a part of the former group that killed it.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
top shelf scout, bruh.
Well, hey, you know the real scouts. Yeah, we used to know an Eagle Scout actually.
Mm.
A couple of them. Two
Whoa.
from the same family. I think. No. they're
That's
different.
tough. That's pressure.
Yeah.
The same family.
Dude, for real, like you a better Eagle Scout than I am? I don't think so. But like literally, yeah, it's just Eagle
I always
Scouts.
did wonder
man.
about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when the main character gets the arcane power and then his friend also gets the arcane power.
Right? It's like I thought I was the one.
Come on.
Like, seriously?
It's like our divinity playthrough.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
I'm the one, but you're also the
we're
one.
also the one. We thought it was just you for a
We're
second.
the one.
We're the one.
Oh,
Wait,
what are you-
it's us.
Hey.
It's
One.
us.
The one.
Like we were talking about Warhammer. There's the twin Primarchs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, that guy, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my gosh. That is possibly the nerdiest thing I've said today was the Warhammer thing.
Yeah, right?
Wait, how long have you been in Scouts? Like, you're already going Eagle?
I was gonna say,
Nice.
didn't you join?
Have you already
like,
thought about what you're going to
2
do
years?
for
That's
your
pretty fly.
project?
I think they've been in there for 2 years though, right? 2?
2 years?
Maybe more.
2 years is still pretty quick for Eagle.
It's true. It is pretty quick. It is pretty quick.
Knots still blow my mind.
Knots. Oh,
Like,
knots are
dude,
cool.
knots.
Just like physically,
Tie
like
us some knots, Rain.
understanding where like the tension and it's just insane.
Yeah. I wish I knew more knots. They fascinate me. I know
Yeah.
a couple knots, but none of the really cool fishing ones.
Fascinate.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 years
Fascinating.
ago. Okay, joined in 7th grade. Okay, I didn't know.
4
that.
years. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I only just started seeing the Boy Scouts content like 2 years ago because that's when you kind of started joining UFN fan base. That's when you became a thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
begin thread.
Speaking of, that anniversary just passed up. So again, happy anniversary. That was this month. I think on the 8th of April. It was a day before Piran's birthday.
Whoa.
I think. Also, happy belated birthday, Piran. I know we already said it on stream, but you know.
Come a long way from Instagram.
It's
For real. The Instagram lives.
Dude, the hour-long Instagram lives, and we were like, shoot, we were on a roll. We could have gone longer. Like.
That's a lot of new re-beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
That had to happen.
Oh yeah. The new
Yeah.
re-beginning of Instagram Live is Twitch Live.
I want to give a little shout out as well to all the work that Jack has done in especially asset production
Well, thanks.
and everything. It's fantastic. So the streams recently got kind of it's not like a full makeover because you've had those assets for a while and you just
Right.
got it personalized for all
Yeah.
us, and I freaking love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun seeing it. It looks so nice.
It's all launched together and everything.
All in our colors.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so
Yeah,
much.
like I love our transitions and everything, and like we should update our intro
Yeah.
outro phrases, but yeah, I love the whole look of it. It's like real sleek.
And we've had a few new people kind of join the tapestry recently as well. We'll do a re-update as well. What is your thread color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we can also. I would accept dual answers, I guess, because I actually had somebody say, you know, when they say what's your favorite color,
Yeah.
it's kind of neutral, but he said like colors to him, colors like harmony. You kind of need them to play off of each other.
See, that's a cool thing, and that's actually why I prefer not to like ask what your favorite color is.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you can ask what a favorite color is, I suppose, and I have asked it before. But I find that there's a big difference between what your favorite color is, just arbitrarily, and what color you feel best represents you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, apparently I was wrong. It's a month from Piran's birthday, April 9th, so it's May 9th. Okay.
You're good.
But
yeah.
that's generally the answer I want out of the favorite color thing. I'm like, which color do you vibe with the hardest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which color do you
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah, because I'm like, my favorite color is black. It will always be black. Black
Yeah.
goes with everything. It's a great color.
Mhm.
But my thread color is definitely purple. People see me as purple.
Purple.
Is purple.
Got a
Yeah.
purple aura to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very marble.
Purple.
Marble.
We got to change
It's
one
Borble.
one letter at a time.
Yeah.
It's borked.
It's
Mhm.
borked.
Well, and also just like, I don't know, like almost every shade of purple I like. I like every shade of purple. I've never seen
Yeah.
a shade of purple that I've been like, to.
Mhm.
Like,
Everything from like lavender down to like a really dark kind of almost maroonish.
yeah, like this isn't really purple. It's definitely more reddish. But like if this was more like purple, it would be like a warmer purple, and I like that. I like that. I also vibe with fuchsia, which is more pink, but But yeah, no, I love it.
It's
But,
got a nice range. I'd say my like favorite color, if I had to really think about it, it would be beige because I like
Yeah?
beige on almost everything.
Beige is a pretty color.
I-
It has its moments, you know.
Yeah, I understand that it's the very monotone color.
I was gonna say it's the white woman's house painted.
I
Her
know, I
house
know.
beige. White woman's Instagram background color is beige.
A white woman's interior paint.
A white woman's interior.
Ooh, Cass going with the blood red. Well, Carter saying Cass goes with the blood red.
Yeah.
That's a good color.
I like that. Blood red is all. Yeah, it is a really good color. I like a
can
lot of
see it.
reds too.
Yeah.
I can see that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like the intense colors, you know.
Mm,
Like and like purple or red, they can be so intense.
yeah.
I'm a sucker for color contrast.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite color combination though is definitely like this kind of red with beige.
Yeah.
Like seeing them together in that spiral. That's why I like those kinds of like rugs, like the Persian rugs and like those, especially those color schemes that have the really desaturated and darker colors, earthy
Yeah.
colors.
That's actually really funny. My middle school's colors for Spirit were maroon and gold. So that's really close. So that's really funny
Those
that
are
you mentioned that.
good.
Yeah, it's a good combo. Yeah.
Ooh, Kaz.
Lime green.
Wow, Kaz said that
Ooh.
Carter was lime green.
I agree.
That's a
And
good
it's
color.
it's not just the name text, you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
no.
just the name tag.
I definitely see that. Yeah. I think I would see. Yeah.
Lime.
I
Oh,
see
correction
Carter.
from Cass. Lime green-ish.
Lime green-ish.
Yeah.
Definitely green vibe though.
Mhm.
Feel that. I feel that.
Quite all the way lime green, more like a key lime green.
Yeah.
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 I like key lime green. It's
Key
a really soft color. It's like
Oh,
pastel.
yeah. It is.
Mhm.
I love pastel
Yeah.
colors so much.
Yeah.
Lime
kinda
green,
like
but pastel.
Pastel is very much a spring color as well. I see it because Easter has
Yeah,
a
oh,
lot
yeah.
of pastel colors. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Easter and the commercialization of all that has definitely
Yeah.
solidified pastel colors as spring.
it's
Like,
very
yeah.
nice, and it's
I
very
mean, it
like
makes a lot of sense too. With all the flowers
the-
getting all their colors.
yeah, and
It's like
yeah, a lot of
soft
art
chartreuse.
drawn of like flowers and stuff is very pastel. Like all of the plant life, especially in springtime and summertime. But
Mhm.
summer generally has more saturation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's much brighter blues and
Firstly, more sun is coming through.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that does
Exactly.
help.
And spring also has those really nice days of like the like post rain
Mhm.
and like the nice overcast with like
Yeah.
the smell of wet.
I've really enjoyed the petrichor we've been getting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will say it's funny. I don't like the winter sun, but I like the end of spring sun.
Mm.
Like, and not necessarily the beginning of spring sun, because I feel like the spring sun is way too high in the sky still.
Right.
But like end of spring when it's like transitioning into summer, like I love that kind of sun.
Winter sun is evil and sneaky.
Yeah.
You don't notice
Yeah.
it because like the sky is gray, but all of the UV and IR is still coming through,
Mm-hmm.
so you still go blind
Yeah.
Yeah.
and get sunburned.
Yeah.
It's sneaky.
You walk outside when it snowed and the sun is out, and you cannot see anything except for white.
Yeah,
Like-
that's also true when it snows.
Mhm.
My eyes.
Yeah. Also, when it snows and the sun isn't out, it's still bright outside. If you've ever noticed, like if it's like, you know, it can be like 8 o'clock at night, and it's just like everything's on the snowy, and it's like a foot or something. And, like it's bright outside still because of all the whiteness everywhere.
It's pretty shocking what a full moon did to the snow. 'Cause we had like
Yeah.
a full on coat of snow, and then we had like a really bright moon out, so it just kind of looked like midday at 2 in the morning.
Oh, that's cool. 'Cause
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
it's literally sun bounce off the moon, bounce off the snow.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
bounce back to the sky.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That's super cool.
Yeah,
Also-
it was definitely interesting. We
Yeah.
had a fire warning yesterday.
Whoa, California.
Yeah. California core.
Getting kind of dry in Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not say that like that again.
You
we're
know?
gonna not do that
You know?
anymore.
Um,
I'm gonna go and stop.
My go-to is always Virginia.
Virginia.
Gotta go with the rolled
Virginia.
R.
Mhm.
Any state that has the R, the rolled R, like
Yeah.
and that has an R.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that. Also, apparently, it's Tim Curry's birthday today.
Tim Curry.
Yeah, so happy birthday to him.
I love curry.
I do
Captain
too.
Curry, happy birthday. I'm still cringing.
Oh no, not the Virginia. But
Yeah.
how you said it.
Yeah.
All good.
How Jack said Virginia, we will not repeat.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna need like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like saying fajita wrong, you know?
I need to take a break, guys. We'll be back.
I just didn't like that.
In Jack's absence, we will talk about now.
Yeah.
We'll
Would you
talk
say you're
about-
blue for
Pretty
having said
blue,
that?
Pretty blue. I'm pretty blue about it. Actually, I'm like red, beet red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, valid.
I'm
Okay,
I'm
but-
blue.
You're blue.
I'm pretty blue.
I'm blue too. What is your thread color?
Well, you know my thread. My thread color is dark blue.
Well, yeah, just tell the
Ooh,
chat.
dark blue.
It's dark. What? It's really cobalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty color. I love cobalt.
Yeah, that's like really my. That's like my thread color.
Yeah, it's like a dark teal denim. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love cobalt. Like anytime someone uses that as a color for any sort of color scheme, I'm like, I like you.
Yeah. Yeah, because technically, you can say orange, purple, and blue, but in reality, it's cobalt, amber,
Umber.
and purple.
Purple.
So,
Purple.
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 Yeah,
Purple.
what
Why is the orple?
what purple do you own?
Yeah, which
Like a deep royal purple.
royal.
Yeah.
Royal purple.
Yeah.
Royal.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
I like the royal
straight
purple.
out of the lavender petals.
Straight up, like you go way back in the day when those like rich aristocrats would dress in purples and blues. That purple, that's my purple.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the lavender petals, the beetles. There's a kind of purple
Oh.
that you make. Is it
Yeah,
beetles?
I
Beetle
They,
think
like,
death?
crush the
It's Beetlejuice.
literally.
Oh my god.
They literally.
I gotta
Yeah.
look up what beetle it is, but there's like it's like a beetle or a larva or something that they get. It's a ridiculous purple. I love it. It's like super deep, super rich.
Yeah.
Carter says that the prom dress is cobalt blue. So basically, just imagine like Jack's face just photoshopped onto the dress.
Yeah. I think you should go to prom like that.
I think
Jack's
you
face
should.
on your dress.
With my replace all the color on it with just a screen print.
Yeah, because it's
Just
the
a
same
JPEG.
color.
And the transparent image, like the little like gray and white boxes on the corners of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The
that's
checker
so
pattern.
Also, yeah, amber is the color of your energy. You know?
Amber.
How did that? I'm so that is like in the archives. I have no idea how that started.
It was a while ago when you said it was amber. We were all like amber because we had like
'Cause it was
blue,
fancy.
purple,
I think
green.
I think it was actually.
amber.
I think it was the Dallas that did that.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
that was the best.
Yeah, it was and that was the joke. It's like okay, so we have blue and we have we have blue and we have purple and then we have amber
And then green. Yeah.
and then
That
we
was so
just thought that was hecka funny.
Nothing's good enough for me. I have to be fancy.
Yeah, but I do like I do like that we can like change our colors to be gems. Like you have amber, you have
yeah.
sapphire, and I have amethyst.
Yes.
Yeah. Super
Yeah.
cool. I really want to get a guitar, like a resin orange guitar with like bubbles in it and like a little bug.
Do it.
Yeah, I know, right? That
Yeah.
would be so cool.
I did say that earlier. I was like, why hasn't that happened yet? But also, stop buying more guitars.
I know.
But also, like, that is kind of the whole point of being a guitarist, is having like a million guitars.
Yeah.
You know, not the playing music or
No.
anything. But, you know, having guitars.
311 reference. I don't know.
Yeah. 311, I'm not sure. Unfortunately. Dang it.
Yeah, I know I've listened to 311 music before. But
yeah.
I don't know that one.
Yeah. Just one more guitar.
You know how many? Yeah, perpetually. That's how
Yep.
many more guitars I need. One
Yeah,
more.
just one more.
Just one
That's how
more.
many.
Just one
Thank
more.
you,
Gets another one. Ooh.
That's how
just
many.
one more.
That's how many cables I need.
Dude, yeah.
I want a guitar made entirely out of picks.
That is very meta.
Yeah.
I can imagine just how, that would be weird.
It would feel so weird.
So many
You would just-
multicolored picks.
Mm.
You'd have to do some sort of resin body.
Yeah, it
like,
would have
cover
to be
on
like
it.
cast or something so that you wouldn't like feel
Oh.
that. But I also kind of just want to like take a bunch of like picks and like just put it in like a cast, but it's just super glue so that all the picks
Oh,
stay
yeah, yeah.
together and it's like all spiky and stuff.
Dunlop, sponsor me.
Yeah,
Please.
get it.
That
Please.
is- okay.
Let me super glue all your picks together to make a guitar.
All right. Let's go ahead and do it.
We're blue?
I think we're blue.
We're blue.
Yeah,
no,
we're blue.
I'm blue.
Oh, right.
Baby, you live in a world of a million problems, but you can't seem to see them. No, you just keep moving on. Find me, that's not fair. No way, no how, nowhere. Love, I can't ignore protocol when it comes from the bottom. Tell me you're sorry if you have the guts, have the guts. Spit out your honesty finally. Have enough, have enough. I keep thinking you can turn yourself around, but I know it's blinking like the neon at a strip club. Write me down in your list of overcome loves and keep me just to rid me of every sort of. Tell me even if I brought me to your attention. I tried so very hard to eat your double mention. Go on and bite me, I don't care. Go ahead and throw away your hair. I won't listen to you anyway. Get out before intention. Go on and tell me you're sorry if you have the guts, have the guts. Spit out your honesty finally. Have enough, have enough. I keep thinking you can turn yourself around, but I know it's blinking like the neon at a strip club. Write me down in your list of overcome loves and keep me just to rid me of every sort of. to think if I left you a cryptic message that you might answer the phone. If I told you, where would you make sure I wasn't alone? But nothing means more to you than I do. Everything is better. It's better if your world has no You think I'm none the wiser, but I know better than everyone you bring home. Hey, yeah, go on, forget me all you dare to keep repeating you everywhere. Don't wanna hurt anymore, just begin to be aware. Yeah.
Now you're blue. And now
Now
we're all
Now
blue.
you're blue.
Now
We're all blue. Everyone is blue. I like to say that. I like to. I like seeing that UFN music just said, "I like to think."
I'd like to think.
I'd like to think.
I'd like to think.
Pen in on your cat.
Yeah. Poor cats. You know they would like to think, huh?
They would,
But sometimes they don't.
but unfortunately, they don't have rights.
Yeah.
Not in this country.
I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba die. 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 Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in the blue world, and all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue, like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around him. He ain't got nobody to listen to.
I don't know how that song goes.
No, that was honestly
Just
perfect.
keep it going.
It was beautiful.
And I couldn't at some point. I couldn't hold it in.
Now do Scatman.
Give it about bada.
Give it about Give it
Nice.
Wow.
I'm
Well
a
done.
Scatman. Just give it a bit
Yum, dum,
dum. Yum dum dum. Give it a yum dum. Yum dum dum.
I've only seen that once. I think I've only listened to that song once.
Yeah, dude. Scatting is so hard, especially how he does it, and it's like obviously so much control.
Scatman John is impressive.
Yeah.
You think he does it the same every time, or is it improv every time?
No, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that's written out. Like,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's very specific. There's a pretty particular sequence of scats that sound right.
Scatting is the bridge between like old school beatbox and rap.
True.
So
Scott Baba and Dada.
Yep.
It's like that's how it starts. But
yeah, you have to train like the sections of your mouth. You have to make it so that you're not accidentally doing something that involves your lips twice in a row or your tongue twice in a row.
yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I found out in beatboxing is it's like your PTKs. Those are the three sections of your mouth, and you can usually go back and forth between different ones easier than the same type of one.
The really hard gibbity gibbity.
Give it a gerberta.
Give it a good
Yeah,
Give it a gibbity. Give it a gerberta.
That's like he does it really fast though. It's
Give it a good bit.
Give it a gerberta.
Give it a good bit.
Give it a gerberta. Yeah.
Skip it a
Give it a
good
gerberta. Skip it a gerberta. It's hard,
Just
man.
the little things. You can do that in your car, and it's just
Yeah.
entertained.
Skip it a gerberta.
We are very easily
Give it a go.
entertained as well. I find comfort and satisfaction in the weirdest places. I've started multiplying license plate numbers together.
No.
Like
Stop.
I take because the standard license plate, at least in California, has it might be national.
7 to 8.
It's 7 to 8, right? And so for a car, not a truck, but for a car, you've got one number in front and then 3 numbers in the back, and then there's like letters in the middle. And so I take the first 2 numbers, which are always separated by letters, and the last 2 numbers, and I make them their own 2-digit numbers.
Huh.
And then I multiply them in my head.
Well, I mean, okay.
There are a lot of little shortcuts, but some of them are hard.
You sound like
Yeah.
a math liker.
No, I like
I like
arithmetic.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I will say that I usually do that amount of, like, sometimes when I see like a sign or something that has numbers on it, I'm like, oh, those numbers are 18. But I don't like go on. Definitely when I'm driving, that is not something that crosses my mind because I like the action of driving, and usually I'm worried about where I'm going. But,
yeah, but math.
th-
See,
But
when,
you
when it
can do
comes to
math.
me and enjoyment in math, I like spotting patterns.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love patterns.
I don't really enjoy doing the arithmetic. That's always the funny thing too, because like I was always told I was pretty easy to teach math to, and like I
Mhm.
grasp mathematical concepts pretty easily, and like when it comes to geometry and trig, I'm super. I get it,
Yeah.
but I don't like working with numbers.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
Wait.
like, no, I don't like doing the math.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that.
I like working with you guys.
Aw, same. Yeah, 7 to 8. We only have 7. Only 7. That is the limit. So yes, the normal limit for license plate numbers is 7. But I have seen some cases where there are 8 numbers. And then of course
Was it a
there's
European license plate?
might have been, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But I also know that the handicap license plate look like they have an extra number, but they're just squished onto the side.
Oh, whoa, really?
Mhm. Yeah, it's so they have the 5. They have the 5 numbers. There's a handicap symbol, and then they have the 5 numbers, and then there's 1 and 2 numbers
Oh,
next to
whoa.
it. Yeah.
I always thought that actually, my assumption was always that because it has DP for, I think, disabled person. I always thought that was part of the license plate. Like they just, there's only 99,999 allowed residents that have handicaps.
Yeah, right.
Those are the only ones.
Yeah, handicap
You
license
do? Oh, yeah.
plate.
California in particular has hearts and handprints, I think. I've
Very
only-
interesting.
Oh, it's 1 less.
Oh, it is
It's
one
it's
less.
2 less. Sorry. Yeah, so they only have 5 numbers.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the DP, that's what I was thinking. Damn.
Crazy.
Damn. I actually didn't know that.
Samp.
Samp, I know.
Yeah. So if you have any weird like license plate things from your state or even your country, let us know.
Yes.
Like I'm
We would love
curious.
to know about license plates.
Yeah.
This month on Live at 5, we're talking about license plates.
We're talking about taxes. We're
Yep.
talking about license plates. We're
Like,
talking
all about the
license plate
government
number,
today.
If you could also include what type of vehicle you have and that small set of numbers right at the bottom of the front windshield. That would be great. I
Yeah.
would
And,
love to
and,
hear all about
You
that.
could also add in your credit card number details,
yes,
just
and
so
don't forget the
that-
expiration date.
Yeah, the expiration date and the 3 numbers. It's really important that we get that so that we can really just
It's for
keep track
research.
of our data.
and
yeah.
yes, exactly.
And
Data
for-
management and research.
Might need your parents for this one, but if I could also get the number on that card you were given when you were born. It's a little blue one. It says something about like security or something like
Yeah.
that. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's
Don't worry
got
about it.
like
It'll help us keep a census of who's watching.
We are
Yeah.
going to jail.
you got like 9 letters in it.
We're
9
going
numbers.
to jail. I'm kidding. Do not give us any of that information.
None of it.
Yep.
We don't want to hear it. We want to hear from you, but not that.
Yeah, California plate system started from 1 AAA 000 in 1980 and has been counting up since
Since you
Since.
can't do this.
they've been counting up since.
I will say, we are approaching the limit.
We are approaching the
We
limit.
are approaching.
yeah.
Well, depends on how you want to do it, but essentially because we have
Wait, really?
we're at 9 like D or 9 E right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Or at least like if you look for the latest cars, the newest cars that are bought and you look for their license plate, like if you see a brand new Tesla or something, it'll have 9 and then whatever letter you see, the newest letter you see, that's usually about where we are.
Huh.
So E, I think actually somebody saw like a 9F. Now I might be behind.
Yeah.
So is it like How did they do it though? Because the numbers and the letters seem to be changing spaces. So is it first it's letters and then they use a number to denote how many letters we have gone, like how many cycles of letters we've gone through in that first place, and then it shifted over every time?
I don't know. I mean, if what Cass is saying is right, which it sounds like you looked it up, which unless you just know this, that would be dope.
Yeah.
You have an in the
Yeah.
California government DMV. It looks like it just started like it has never been a problem. They just started with 7 digits and it's approaching the max. So my question is what happens when it ticks over to like we get to 9Z?
I guess you could just restart it. I mean, the person that has
Pose.
one AAA000 probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
They've gotten that plate stolen.
Right.
But for census and for money
Yeah.
transfer and things like that, and for tracking, we probably don't want to do that. It's the Y2K problem all over again.
Right.
Dude, for
It's like-
real.
I
Just,
agree.
yeah, just start using the Greek alphabet, you know?
I was gonna say you can just take that first number and go like it was a number system. You could just go to A, and then go through A through Z, and then you've expanded it like what is that? Almost 2.5-fold.
Yeah.
You've expanded the number of license plates available 2.5-fold.
Or you're saying replace the one with a 2, or when we get to 9Z, just replacing it with AA.
Yeah, so it's 4 letters and then 3 numbers.
I think that would be 26-fold.
Well, because the original one was 10. It was or 1 through 9.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying like the current amount stack that was available.
Right.
That's 10 2.5 times.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's how I got there. I didn't
Okay.
explain it, but that's how I got there in
Okay.
my head.
Yeah.
It will turn into like 1, 2, 3 ABC 1.
Yeah, because it would just change where
Ooh.
the letters are. Yeah, I think that's right. That's probably right.
Interesting.
Yeah,
This conversation's so weird doing outside of you, right?
it's
Yeah.
true. It's true. We're just talking about license plates. Like, I promise we're a band and we play music and stuff.
We do.
But also it is already 6:19, which is wild. But I think we might have a segment
I think
that
we
that
do.
we
What is
could
that?
do, but we don't have to do it right now. But we could
can
do
do
it
it
right
now.
now. Yeah, let's
Do
do
we
it now.
do segments on this show?
Sometimes, like occasionally, like if we really feel like it.
Are we talking line segments?
Nah, I'm thinking like squiggle segments.
Squiggle. Okay.
Yeah, like squiggles.
See, I think of that as a more complicated line segment. Well, no, it's a series of line segments. Now
Yeah.
that I think about it, like how a circle is just an infinite number of sides.
Yeah, so it's like almost a line segment. I just don't count it as that because there's so many different lines
There's
that
a
it's like
lot.
I'd like to call it something else, you know, because you just have to count all the line segments, you know,
Exactly.
instead of just being like squiggle.
Technically, if you think about pencil on a paper, each atom is
One,
like a line
two.
because you're drawing a straight line from one atom to the other. So it's really just a tremendously large amount of line segments.
So
All right,
it's really
I've got
just,
the button, so
Hi there. Welcome to Motivational Moments with John. I'm John, and here's a motivational moment. I want to let you guys know that with all the talk of like resolutions and everything like that, I think if you're ever going to make any changes in your life, the thing that you need to think about first and foremost is when you say it, when you think about it, and I think especially when you talk about it, listen closely to your gut. Listen to how you feel about it, how it makes you feel. And don't be afraid, like to take like a case example, if you were to make a decision on something or you flip a coin on something, on a decision you're not sure about, and then you realize that the result it flipped you is like, oh, I don't want to do that. Choose the other one. That'll help you make the decision. Listen to your gut and follow that, because you really don't want to be like, if your body is telling you something that like you shouldn't do that or you should do that, like it like that's definitely the thing you should do. I think you should find a way to do that. And that doesn't mean that you have to go about it in this crazy, like super assertive way. It just means listen to yourself, because you know you. You do know you. And I think it's important for you to feel that proud of the decisions you're making. And I think that you're going to do great. So, thank you so much. Yay!
I try so hard.
Sean with motivational mother, by the way.
John with motivational mothers.
JWMM.
JWMM. We're just bringing other, like, different mothers into the show as guests, as guest stars.
Yeah. And you just sit there with the mother and you talk about your motivational moment.
Lois
and
Griffin.
They're like, yeah. Oh, please. Peter, the horse is here.
The horse.
The horse is here.
Yeah.
I love that. That became a meme.
I'm actually not familiar.
Came
with
back.
that one,
Me neither.
It's literally, it's like Peter was fighting with a horse or something. They're all sitting down at the table, and then it like zooms in on Lois, and she's like, Peter, the horse is here. And he's like standing outside the window or something. I don't know. It became a thing again recently.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's getting close. I think I do kind of want to fit in one more song before we
I do
head out.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that. Well, y'all get your guitars ready and everything, and you sip your tea. Yeah, a reminder that your resolution, if you choose to have one, can take years to complete. So, like, again, with like the coin flipping thing, like, I actually use that in a regular day basis. I have to convince myself that I don't care too on the options sometimes, so that I'll be like, you know, like I'll be okay with whatever, and get I'm like McDonald's or Taco Bell, and then I flip it and I'm like, you know, I really don't care, and then it's Taco Bell and I'm like, yes, I really wanted Taco Bell, you know.
They cared. They cared a lot.
They care a lot, literally. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So I actually use that too. So it's really funny that you bring that up.
It's a very good trick to find out what you really want.
Mm-hmm.
I've used it for big decisions sometimes.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't hurt to like do other like things and get a range of things. I had a friend recently that like was having so many conflicting answers with a really big decision in his life. Mm-hmm. And so he ended up, his method was get everybody's take, and he had to like make sure all of us knew like, I'm not just gonna like go by what you say. So just say everything that you think, and just give me all the information. And then he kind of had to sit with himself for a day or two afterwards and just sort through what he felt about it all.
Yeah.
So
that's wild.
What's your Taco Bell order? I gotta go. Ooh, I used to get the loaded grillers all the time.
Yeah. I have 2 Taco Bell orders.
Of course you do.
I'm sorry. My first Taco Bell order is a beefy 5-layer burrito with extra nacho cheese, and my other Taco Bell order is Crunchwrap Supreme with extra nacho cheese.
Oh.
I love that nacho cheese. It's so good. And when they do the beefy 5-layer with a good amount of extra nacho cheese, it's actually so fire. But if you have a Taco Bell that doesn't care, then it's not as good.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a Crunchwrap Supreme, my guy.
Yeah. Crunchwrap. Crunchwraps are just fire.
Doesn't even need to be a meal. I don't need any of the sugar twists. Nothing.
Those are
Really?
good, but
Yeah.
I love the Cinnabon.
Dude, the Cinnabons are so good.
I need
So
jelly
good.
donut.
But not the twists.
No, the twists
Okay.
I can
Twists
give or
are
take.
okay, but
They just destroy my mouth.
Yeah.
oh, they do.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like
just-
Captain Crunch. It
right?
just
Yes.
tears up the roof of your
Yes.
mouth.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's
Yeah,
not-
like
it's not
Captain
it.
Crunch.
It's not it, fam.
I've definitely told you guys about the Captain Crunch Icy that I found at one point
Oh yeah.
at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It's
Wonder if they'll
gone.
ever have it again.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
I need to go back to that 7-Eleven.
And you gotta check, be like, hey, you ever gonna get that back? Me with the s'mores frappuccino at McStarby's. I'm still mad. And I don't think we're bringing it back this year.
No.
So, yeah, we're getting a new drink though.
Oh, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Are you
we're-
under an NDA? What's
I don't think so. We're getting 2 new drinks. One of them is I'll keep it simple. One of them is a cold brew or a latte based, but it's a foam drink because of course everyone likes foam, so we have to make everything foam now. But it might have to I'll say it has to do with white chocolate. And then the other one that's coming out is a Frappuccino. But it's a new Frappuccino because we couldn't just bring back the s'mores Frappuccino.
No.
It's it has to do with mint. So it'll be like an actual like mint themed
I like mint things.
yeah, I like mint too. It's good. It's actually a mint themed Frappuccino though. It has its own it has its own syrup and it has a new topping on it, which looks delicious by the way, and I want to put it on everything.
Y'all remember the toothpaste Frappuccino?
No.
No.
It wasn't called that.
Oh, what was it?
It was the lemon zest.
Oh,
Oh.
the toothpaste frappuccino was the
Tastes
street
like
name.
Yeah, it was. It was at least for me. It was like a matcha with like
Oh.
it had like a lemon zest topping or whatever.
I can see why that would.
And it tasted like toothpaste.
Oh, that's bad.
It was bad.
Nah,
That's bad.
fam. Nah.
You just put peppermint and matcha together.
Because matcha has that aroma that activates, like, it gets into your sinuses in some
Mhm.
way, and just like you can sense it. And then the lemon zest has that tartness. in it.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah.
Very gross. Not anything like the juniper. The juniper was actually pretty cool. It did taste like you take a bite out of a Christmas tree. So if you weren't expecting that,
Dude.
but
Yeah.
but the flavor accuracy was great.
Also, I will say, since Peach said something about, oh no, that was Swig. Yeah, Cass said I want them to make a Baja Blast Slurpee. Were you not there for the Baja Blast freezes that they did?
Oh, yeah, they did those.
Yeah, because they
That's the thing.
totally did that.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
good.
It was
Sorry.
fire.
I got
You're
those way too much.
missing out. Yeah.
I got
Wow.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll follow
That's-
through.
But we do have another song for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one starts a little bit slower, so I'm just gonna kind of talk over this one. Whoops.
Also
I
missing
skipped
a
a
note.
note. Let's
actually.
try that again. That one.
Yeah, it was there all along.
I think you need a tool to assist us in this raid.
What?
I think you need something.
Oh. I raised the flag, but the blood still pours. Yeah, the war still has me on all fours. That was weird. You saw my flag in the purest white, but you couldn't resist the fight. Got your 3-day high, dry your tears, don't cry. Do what it takes, do what it takes to get your 3-day high. Tell me, is this my fault or is it yours? I needed someone to comfort me and not make me feel alone. This is what I thought love was, fighting, fighting. long enough for the end.
It throws me off so hard when I hear it alternate like that.
It's so hard to keep my breath control too. I'm like, because not only am I laughing, but I'm also singing. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was like, I wish I could have got that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I actually like did the transition because I would have slipped.
Yeah, I just love the do what it takes to get you 3 days.
The transition is seamless, honestly.
Yeah, thank you. I was working on that.
You want your Snake-O shake?
This might be the first time I've done it. I think you guys usually do it.
Snake-O
Might not come
shakes.
through. Okay. Okay, good.
Snake-O shakes.
Thank you for the Snake-O
Thank you for
shake.
the Snake-O shakes. 3-day train whistle.
Yeah, I know. You usually don't get to be involved in the Live at Fives. You feel good? You feel good?
Good
Great.
boy.
Oh, boy. We love you, Snake-O.
So good.
Hisses in the chat for Snake-O, please.
Hiss.
Hiss. Hiss.
You do a good snake. That was good. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This
thanks
has
for
been
joining us.
very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Is it
Indeed.
over?
It is
I think it's
6:33.
mostly over,
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
But thanks for the hisses. I mean, we can always do it just a little bit longer. But I do,
Well-
I do want to let you guys know we are still in the search for a drummer, and we actually have some things coming up this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
That
It's like the search for a drummer.
yeah, the search for a drummer, the
We're,
auditions.
we're
for a
actually
drummer.
talking to drummers.
We
yes.
are.
So if you guys are hoping on more live music coming up soon with an added drummer, then we maybe possibly will have that soon.
If you're
Yeah.
watching this and you're a drummer and you've been thinking, hey, maybe I should try out for UFN. Maybe I should let them know that I want to do drums.
Yeah.
You're running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
We have a request for the Steve reward
We
in
have a
chat.
request. All right, everybody.
All right, there you go.
Count off. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Steve!
Thank you
I'm sorry,
for
it
award.
was supposed to be.
I feel like I get better every time I
You
do it.
do.
You know?
You draw progressively more laughs out of me every time you do it.
Yeah.
It's the voice crack you have to get because he cracks his voice like 3 times going down. He's like, ah! Yeah.
You're right.
Let me be your drummer. I can make it to band practice once every 7 years.
You'll be a
It's
new
like
person
religious.
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be a new person.
You'll be a new
every
drummer.
time. And I don't know if I can.
drummer.
Actually, that's pretty neat. Maybe we should do that. We're gonna be like super post. Like we're always gonna have a such drastically evolving sound because we can
Yeah.
only have our drummer come to practice once every 7 years.
Yeah.
I think that's no. I'm just kidding. No. It's a bad idea.
We do 3 albums,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just to cover
Right.
us for the rest of the time.
Oh, that's so funny. Dude, can you imagine just like, oh, guys, Until Further Notice is getting back together. It's their 7-year anniversary. We're going to get a live show.
Oh, God.
Every 7
Singular.
years, there's one live show.
So, and keep an eye out and an ear out and,
And an ear
and
out.
an ear out.
And
And
a
a toe out. And possibly a hand.
I don't know. No,
And you
further
shake it all
notice.
around.
Do the
For
hokey pokey.
our new single,
Yes.
Oh
not done yet.
So,
Yeah.
so I know we've said soon a couple of times, but actually soon.
yeah. Ow.
Like legitimately
that to
for
yourself.
real
I
soon.
don't know why I did that. I was just kind of like, I hit my head the one time and I was like, better follow through and do it another time. And then I was like, oh yeah, right. This is plugged into the freaking sound system.
I know. It's just
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're like, yeah, we're coming out with the
Boom.
we're coming out with the new single.
I'm sorry. So, how soon? Yeah, what were you
How
saying?
soon?
soon?
May 9th? Not May 9th, but wait, what?
What soon?
May 9th. Yes, May.
Yeah,
Yeah,
May 9th is the anniversary for
Anniversary.
Cass and Pawand. Their UF anniversary.
Mhm.
I will say we'll see what we can do, but I'm shooting for a different day in May.
Oh. So maybe.
But you got some info in your pocket right there. We got May.
Yeah.
We got May. I think you guys will like it. I think you guys will like
I'm not
this.
holding the single hostage or anything.
No.
Kind of am.
Kind of.
Like-
He's holding hostage.
So, but we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
debut it at the live show. If you were there in Pleasanton, I cannot wait to do another live show.
Me too. Also, I love the what day are you shooting for? I won't tell. Yeah, let's just tell everybody right now. It's May.
Yes.
So
And that's all.
there you go.
And that's all she wrote.
If
Anyway.
you need opinions, my DMs are always
But
open.
it's like, it's May.
yes, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, my bad. I missed it the first time.
Yeah.
No.
No, I
Dang.
don't
I'm
think
sorry, we just got a question from management. They were like, hold up a sign. This? I'm like, no.
Unfortunately
Nah.
not. I don't have enough arms.
so. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That would be really fun. Boo! We can do it a cappella.
Oh my gosh. So
No, there's way too much happening in this song. I mean, we need tambourines, we need shakers, we need an acoustic guitar, we need an electric guitar, we need a bass,
and
we
drums.
we need drums, we need a whistle, and we need a bullwhip.
And a whip. Yes, yes.
And we need a-
I'm glad you
Yeah,
remembered
but-
that. So
But yeah.
not for the new song, but
Not for the
No, yeah, no, actually, no. Those are the requirements. I need that.
Oh.
Sent
we need
to
a
me.
bullwhip.
I need that.
That's
sent
in
to
my
me.
writer. That's in our plans for the
That's what
shows.
requires, but not done yet. But yeah,
Yeah, Jack, I think you can handle all of that, and
Yeah.
then John can play guitar.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then I'll just go, oh, ah! And that's it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, ah!
We're throwing that into everything now.
Snako. Snako's got the shakers.
Snako's got. Oh, yeah, he's
What's the
okay.
9th letter of the alphabet? Ah!
Oh my god. Or it's
Is it the 9th?
J is the 10th. Yeah.
What's O?
What's,
That is 15.
Yeah, there we
15.
go.
What's
So
the
it's- what's the
15th?
15th letter of the alphabet? When
O.
you jang, chicka, jang, chicka, jang. Oh.
Oh, right.
Okay, there we go. Sorry,
Jang,
that's
jang,
reference
jang,
to the
jang.
Passion and MF and Wedding that we did for
Hell of a
Elba Boss
For
thing,
Hell of
if
a
you hadn't
Boss.
heard about
Yeah,
it.
if you
If you
haven't
haven't
heard, we
seen
were
it,
on
if you are 18 or older, please go watch that episode and tell us what you think about that song.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Warning.
Get caught up
humor's
first,
crass.
probably.
It
Yeah,
is
humor's
extremely
very
crass.
which is why 18 and up, please, only.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's been a blast. We love you. We'll see you again next time. And don't forget, we're not going to have live streams on Friday or Saturday this week.
Yes.
But Monday, I will be back with Resident Evil 4 to continue that.
Woo.
Chapter 4 is what we're going to next, but we're in Chapter 3. And I have to fight a big bad thing that I don't want to fight.
You got this.
I got this.
Believe
Got
me.
this.
But-
And you got
Thank you.
this.
And you got,
got
this.
this.
And
Go
you
with your
got
gut.
this.
You got this.
You.
Bye.
I don't know why it thinks it's a motivational moment with John.
I was
We're
gonna
kidding.
say
It's not a motivational moment with John.
it's not that time. But I mean, I guess
What'd you do?
oh no.
It's looping.
It's just forever the motivational moment.
One thing had to happen, didn't it?
One thing had to happen. You're breathtaking. That's us.
Ah! Live your dreams.
Bye.
Never stop fighting for what you believe in.